like, I wouldn't say a lot of my life, but there was a good portion of it where I was addicted to just like honestly, it could have been anything. Like it went from drinking, smoking pot, and then I started doing cocaine, and then next thing you know, I'm gambling and losing all this money.
Welcome back, everybody, to the new Generation Sobriety Podcast. Today we're joined by Polowick. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, Cal?
Yeah, so I grew up in Chatham, played lots of sports around here, lots of hockey, big golf guy. Then I'll tell you my story a little bit later on of what made me come here and whatnot. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to this.
I appreciate you coming on, dude. I've really been looking forward to this as well. For those that don't know, I grew up with Cal. I played hockey with his younger brother, and he was just always around in my life. He was just the older brother, you know, kind of getting in trouble sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
He was a good influence for me. But yeah, I'm just really excited to kind of, I don't know, just like to talk about addiction with somebody that I grew up with is something that I haven't really experienced yet. You know, when I came into recovery, a lot of the people that I was connecting with were like my dad's age or, that's not saying that age really matters in recovery. Like, we're all dealing with addiction, and addiction is an addiction, and, you know, we can all relate to each other. But I've been, honestly, like I said, really excited to just sit down and talk about it with somebody that's kind of like grew up around the same people, grew up in the exact same environment as I did and stuff. So I'm just kind of curious. Like, I was around, obviously, throughout your childhood and stuff. Like, I would see you around the house and stuff, and I never knew that you were struggling with an addiction. So when did this kind of all start? Like, do you want to kind of get into that?
Yeah. Well, I started drinking more, I'd say in grade 9, once the parties hit. Thought it was always a cool thing to do, whatnot, be around, fit in, you know, the usual. Can't have a fun time without a drink, what people say, but... Mm-hmm. You know, as it got down the road more, it started from me getting into it by myself and going to my room. You know, that would help me sleep at night and whatnot. And then it was like that was always turning into a problem when I was by myself. And then every once in a while, my mom would come in my room, check in on me, and she'd see that I'm just absolutely hammered out of my mind, sneaking little bottles of whiskey, tequila, whatever I could get my hands on. And then went to rehab the first time when I was... I'd say 18, went to Ottawa. I was doing all right after that. Wasn't really in the right mindset to quit yet, because, you know, like, I'm still young. I think I can go, you know, I can do it every once in a while, whatnot, type deal. Yeah. But then as I got further down the road, I just got back in those bad habits again once I got out. And my grandpa, this is a big part of my life. Me and him, we did everything together. Golf. He always watched our hockey games, like, you know that.
Yeah, I remember.
He was always around our sporting events. There wasn't a time where he wasn't around us. He ended up getting diagnosed with dementia, and then once he started getting pretty bad, I stepped away from him a bit, and then I started drinking again. Got in the coke pretty heavily. And then once he passed, it went right downhill from there, man. I didn't know what to do. Didn't want to think about anything. So,
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Like Alzheimer's, dementia, all that stuff it's brutal. I've experienced, you know, diagnoses in my family as well. It's extremely hard, and I can see how that would definitely take a toll on your use of substances.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I do kind of want to backtrack just a little bit. So you were saying how, like, it was kind of just, like, it sounds very similar to my story, man, when you say, like, you couldn't wait to party. Like, just when you got to high school, that's where it all started for you. And that's what it was for me.
Yep.
Like, when I looked at, like, when I realized I had a drinking problem, right? And then I looked back trying to figure out where it all started. And that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, where did I go wrong? One day I was just, like, loving to party. And then the next I just couldn't be without it. Like, I couldn't. Do you recall when it kind of switched from, you know, just going out with your friends on the weekend to, like you said, sneaking those bottles to your room, just anything you could get? Was there a moment where that kind of switched, or do you recall that, or?
You know what? Not really, to be honest with you.
You know, it just kind of happened pretty quickly.
Yeah, it just all happened at once, basically. Well, that's what I think. My mom says differently. My family says differently, which they obviously watched it happen.
Yeah.
I was always in denial of being the alcoholic or being the addict or whatnot, and didn't want to admit to myself that I had a problem. And
But you would say that it's probably the red flags were there from the beginning?
oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
And looking at myself too, man, like they were there from day one. Like,
Oh yeah.
I've shared this before, but you know, the first time I had a drink, well, the first couple times were all like terrible experiences, man. They were all ended up blackout, like throwing up, just as much as I could get into my system.
Oh yeah.
Like, and like blackouts were a very regular occurrence for me from the very beginning. Like if you're not supposed to, you know, I thought, oh, I just drank a little too much. This is what's supposed to happen the first time you drink. No, man, that's not what's supposed to happen.
No, it's not.
But yeah, so it just kind of and that's grade 9, 10, like start of high school when it starts to become
Honestly,
a problem.
I'd say, yeah, probably around grade 9, 10, where it started getting heavier. And then once grade 11 and 12 hit, I started skipping school too.
Yeah.
And like all the time, go have a drink every once in a while. Even it could have been at school, after school, doesn't matter when, in the morning, could have been. Like it was just 24/7 type of thing.
So when you were in like grade 9 and 10, like were you still playing travel sports or just golf?
No, I was still playing hockey. I played travel hockey up to grade 10. I played high school hockey all throughout too. Played in grade 12. But then after I kind of got heavy into that stuff, I completely forgot what it was like to be like the athletic type kid again.
Yeah.
Totally lost everything. Like
You lose that interest, right?
oh yeah.
You get to a point where all you think about is the substance or your escape, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
And it's almost like it eats you alive too, kind of, because you know, like you can see it happening or you can feel it happening. You're like, I want to be enjoying this so bad, but my mind is just not here.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Addiction's a hard one. Like a lot of like I said, my parents actually they were always there for me in it. Like they were always by my side. Our relationships took a toll. My relationships with everybody took a toll. Me and my brother right now, we still hardly talk. I'll say hi to him every once in a while, but it's just not the same like when he was younger and stuff. I was always around him and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to get that shit kind of figured out again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, just one foot in front of the other, man. And like, I was just talking to somebody the other day who was really struggling with a gambling addiction, man. And he's in the process of losing his wife, kids, all this stuff, right? And I told him, like, I'd be lying if I tried to promise you that, like, all those things are going to, like, come back and work out. But what I can tell you is I was in your shoes a year ago when I was at the peak of my gambling addiction. My parents were kicking me out. My girlfriend was leaving me. I was, like, in $20,000 in debt. I'm like, I thought I was going to lose everything, man. And I probably should have lost everything.
Yep.
And it was, like, a very good chance I was going to lose it all. But, like, I just kept doing what I was supposed to do. I just kept putting one foot in front of the other, and like with time, and I know as addicts and alcoholics, man, like that's the last thing we want to hear. Like we want it now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But, like, just give it time and just keep doing the right thing, man, and there is hope still.
For sure.
And like one other thing like I wanted to get into too is like in grade 9, 10, like while you're playing sports and stuff, did your substance use and alcohol use, did that ever start to kind of like get in the way of your sports, or like how did it impact your sports?
I'd say it did big time. Like after probably grade 10 when I stopped playing hockey, like I was always big into hockey, especially golf. Like I was a huge golf guy.
You're pretty good at it too, man.
Yeah,
I remember in my high school, you were like on a golf poster on the wall.
Yeah, back in the high school days. Yeah, but no, the addiction definitely took over that stuff, like big time. I'd say. I wish I would have stuck to all the sports and stuff, and I'm kind of getting back to the gist of stuff again. Met my beautiful girlfriend, and No, she's a savior, man. I didn't think I was in a dark tunnel, and then I met her, and then good things happened from there. And she's very athletic, and I'm just getting back into things now, and I'm still starting to feel good about it.
Praise the Lord, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. I want to ask, like, so when you're starting to struggle with alcohol and drugs, right? Like you said, when was the first time you went to treatment? And you said you went to Ottawa first?
Yeah, I went to Ottawa first. Valiant Behavioral Health. I was 18.
And was this just like do you want to kind of walk me through that? Like, was this in the summer? Like, because for me, when I went to rehab, dude, I had to just like skip chemistry class. Like, I had to just like give up on high school for a bit because like it was life or death for me, dude.
Oh
like,
yeah.
There wasn't gonna be graduating high school if I didn't get sober.
Yep. Yeah. So it was after my high school. I think it was after.
Oh, you're 18, right? So you're gonna graduated. Okay.
Yeah. So I already graduated. It was a struggle to get through. Like my final year of grade 12 was pretty brutal. I made a lot of stupid decisions there. Like I said, skipping class all the time, not going doesn't help.
In grade 12, so while you're doing this, did you realize you had a problem?
I still didn't want to admit myself.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want. They still to this day. Like last year, 2 years ago, was when I finally said, you know what? When I went the second time to treatment, was like, hey, okay, I have a problem. I need to do something about it. Like this is the time. I went once already. Don't want to go back again. Like I'm all in for it this time. I want this change. I want to get these relationships back, and I don't know, see what I can do. And I'm feeling great without it. I'm getting my adrenaline rush now. Like not with gambling anymore. Not with like my addictions. And I'm getting it through like sports, being with people, being around people, meeting new people. I'm getting it, but
like real life dopamine, dude. Like, and it takes a while, honestly. That's something that people, I don't think they consider. Like, when you're dealing with an addiction, especially things like gambling and drugs and things that they offset your dopamine balances and your, like, the receptors so much that, like, for me, when I stopped gambling, dude, like, it took me probably a month or two and to be able to, like, enjoy these things again. Like, I was just doing them, just running through the motions, like hating it, like knowing that, okay, this is going to pass and eventually this is going to be fun. And my dopamine levels are just off right now. But like, and then 2 months later, like, I'm sitting there cutting the grass and I just get this dopamine hit and I'm like, what? Like, I look around, smell the flowers, like, whoa, like this is life. Like, I'm just cutting the grass in the sun, listening to music. This is nice. Like, and it was so unfamiliar, man, because I hadn't had it in so long. The only dopamine rush I got was hitting that spin button.
Yeah, no, like I feel the same thing, man. Like just even like just being outside, just not all messed up, and you can actually see straight and see what you're missing in those years. Like I mean, I've missed a lot. Like I wouldn't say a lot of my life, but
a good portion.
There's a good portion of it where I was like addicted to just like honestly it could have been anything. Like it went from drinking, smoking pot, and then I started doing cocaine, and then next thing you know I'm gambling and losing all this money. I won big one time and I'm like, holy crap, is this gonna happen again? So I kept going and going and going and didn't realize how much money I was losing and then like I don't have access to like my mom and dad took over my bank accounts because they're like, you know what, you can't do this. I'm like, you know what, I agree with you guys. If I had that money, I wouldn't have it for long. Like I'd be in the hole like hard right now. So luckily my parents
I hear you. Like I'm in the same. I was in the same boat, man. Like, and when I was struggling hard with gambling, dude, like. My therapist would tell me, like you got to surrender your finances. You got to give it to someone you care, like that you trust. And I would lock myself out, give my mom my passwords and stuff. And then the compulsion would be too strong, dude. Like as soon as she'd go to bed, I would know that like it's going to notify her and tell her, but I would hit forget password, reset it all and go back in and do it to the point where we would have to go to the bank in person, like to the branch, call fraud up, go on the phone, and they would like lock my bank account down and put her on it as a joint person so that she's the only one that can do anything.
Oh yeah.
I can't like change my password. I can't do nothing to get in. So that's when I start making up secret bank accounts, bro. I'm hiding money in this account, borrowing from Peter and Jim and Joe. And like, dude, I had 4 credit cards all maxed out. I had payday loans. I had, my parents had all like, and and I think it wasn't until I fully surrendered all of my finances, and I was like, okay, like I'm ready to give this a shot, and like I'm gonna go to treatment. And I even gambled the hour until I went in there, man. It was just the compulsion. Like it was like $2 bets. I'm like I said, 10, 20 grand in debt, dude. Like what am I gambling for?
Yeah.
Like, I don't. It was just the act of doing it was so strong, dude. Like it was all I thought about. Like I would dream about it, man. If I was sleeping, I would wake up at 2 a.m. to go pee. I'd start spending slots. Like, dude,
Yeah,
like,
same here. I feel the exact same thing, man.
and if there's anybody that's listening to this episode right now and they are struggling with a gambling addiction, like it is important that you hit that self-exclude button. I didn't have the strength to do it on my own. I did it in rehab and then with my sponsor, but like as long as you have access to it, man, you're tempting yourself, honestly, and you're entertaining that devil. That's like, I don't know, like you just gotta, as a compulsive gambler, like when you're in the throes of an addiction and when you're in the throes of your gambling addiction, like having access to money is just like a recipe for disaster, I think.
Oh, no, it definitely is. Like, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
You have, like, if you're an addict, you have that money, guaranteed that money's going to be gone.
And even if it's not on alcohol or drugs, dude, like our mind is like addicted to dopamine, so we'll just go buy something else that'll.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
no, we will. I've made some stupid purchases the
Yeah.
past few years, and like golf clubs
yeah.
that I didn't need. Like, there's been lots of stuff that I've bought or gambled it away, or like there's anything.
I hear you. So when you're in treatment, now for the second time, right, and you're realizing, okay, I have a problem, and I'm ready to turn this around, and I want these relationships back, and I'm tired of self-sabotaging all the time, and all these things. Like, do you remember the specific moment when that switch kind of flipped for you, or was it something someone said to you, or like a person that you were maybe looking up to, or was it just simply you're tired of being sick and tired, man?
When I was in treatment, one of the workers there was just, I recognized her from when I was younger. She used to go to my high school or something. I can't remember where I met her, but she was telling me, like, she's like, what happened to you? She's like, you were always this happy kid. Like, you're always playing these sports. Like, she's like, what happened? Like, and then that moment right there when she told me what happened, like, I guess I looked back and was like, you know what? Like, what am I doing with my life?
You kind of asked yourself the same thing.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm like, what did happen?
Yeah.
Like,
What am I doing?
Did it start with the high school parties, or like what am I doing with my life right now? Absolutely nothing. Just get myself in debt, just hammering my body with substances, just doing all that stuff. But it was just that moment where she said that, and then my ex-girlfriend, like, she was obviously sick and tired of it. Like, I put her through hell with that kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? It's time to step back. We're not doing this stuff anymore. I need this change, not only for other people, like, but for myself, right? Like, I need it for myself. I need it to get better. And just from there, just been game on ever since. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's a hard thing to overcome, definitely, but.
Well, you're doing it, man. And I think what you just said is like the key thing for a lot of people, and especially for me too. Like, I tried for a month after I got my DUI, and I rolled the Jeep into a ditch and kept driving and got arrested. Like, after all my chaos, man, and I tried to get sober, but it was only because I wanted to keep my girlfriend in my life and to keep my parents off my back. It wasn't because I was I wanted to keep drinking, dude. And it wasn't until like I had that moment where I'm in detox looking back at my life, like, what have I done with my life? And like that moment you had, I had that same moment, and it wasn't until I had that moment where I'm like, okay, like I'm not doing this for my girlfriend anymore, or yes, like it's awesome if she stays, and like, but if she doesn't, like, I still need to be sober for myself, right?
Definitely.
Like, this needs to be for me, because without myself, like, none of this stuff, like, I don't get any of this without like being strong myself. So I think like doing it for yourself, and I've said this before on the podcast, like, sobriety, if it's not for yourself, it's not going to last, right? Like
No,
if
definitely
it's
not.
for somebody else, it's because if that person leaves, then you're left with like your foundation, everything you've built on is gone, right?
Yeah, like the first time I went, I definitely wasn't doing it for myself. My mom just kind of grabbed me and just said, you know what, we're going off to Ottawa right now. You're getting your help. And I definitely wasn't all for it at all the first time around. And like I was a kid, like I was 18 when I went. Like you were young too, obviously. Like, was it the right time to go? Like, was I really ready? Like my head wasn't obviously in the right space to go get help or whatnot. Like I wanted to keep going and going like I did after. Like as soon as I got out, I remember getting back home and just getting right back into the stupid stuff again. But once the second time came around, I'm like, you know what? Life kind of sucks right now. I'm losing all my relationships with everybody, my girlfriend, my dog, like everything. And then like I knew how to do it for myself. She ended up leaving me, whatnot. That was a hard time right there, but I just had to keep my head up, just keep stepping forward, and knowing being sober is the best thing that could have ever happened to me, right?
Yeah.
Like just being me again, having fun, doing things without the alcohol, drugs, gambling, just doing that kind of stuff. Just kind of realizing what life was like before all these problems, and get that dopamine rush from like the sports and stuff again, or just being around people and knowing that like you're not going to mess anything up type deal, like because you're all fucked up or something, right?
Yeah. 100%, man. Like if there's somebody out there right now that's like kind of on the other side of the coin where they're like still, just living to go out golfing with the boys and to drink and to like just to go to those parties on the weekends and like, is there something that you would want them to know? Like, because at one point you were in those same shoes, right? Like that's what you lived for, and that's all like, is there something that you wish that you knew at that time? I know it's a deep and hard question.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, if I would have known when I was younger what I was getting myself into this many years later, I would have hung it up right then and there. Like I wouldn't have done it. But no, honestly, if anybody's struggling, just know like that you're not alone. Like lots of people go through it. It's not an easy thing to overcome. Like still, like we're not healed after it, right? We're in recovery, and recovery isn't just like a day or two. It's like it's a forever thing. Like you'll always have that urge and stuff, but it gets easier as you go, as you like have fun again, as you do all these things that you haven't done in a while. Like you can do stuff without the drugs, without alcohol, without gambling, whatever it is you're struggling with. Like you can do it, but it's a hard thing to overcome. But you just gotta be in the right headspace for it, right? You can't be doing it for other people. It's gotta be for you. Like it has to be.
100%. And the one other thing I kind of wanted to ask you was like, what would you say the biggest factor was for you, that like the biggest change you made that was helpful for you in your recovery? Like for me, it had to have been, the people, places, and things. I couldn't, continue going around the same people and the same places expecting not to do the same things. It just wasn't going to work for me.
I dropped a lot of people out of my life that I used to hang out with. I got rid of their numbers. Didn't even leave them a text. I just blocked them. And
it's weird how they didn't even notice, right?
They don't care.
Because it sucks to say, but like all those people that we thought were buddies and best buddies and blah, 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 like as soon as you're not inviting them to go drink and do drugs with you, it's like they don't even really realize you're not there.
No, they honestly, they don't care anymore. Like they just want nothing to do with you. It's like whatever, he's gone. Whatever he's doing with his life now, he's not with us anymore. Like it doesn't even matter to them. It's just because we were doing the drugs with them or whatever, drinking with them. They want nothing to do with us anymore. That we're trying to better ourselves. They want nothing with it.
Yeah.
It's brutal, but you find out really quick who your friends and who your friends aren't.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a quote that says like, you want to find out who your real friends are, like get sober, like stop drinking or start talking about God, or like then you're real, like the people that stick around, they're like, those are your true friends, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And as we lead kind of towards wrapping up, is there like is there something that, sorry, I'm going to cut this part out, but there's one more question. It's just slipping my mind right now. Oh, yeah. So once you kind of got out of treatment and stuff, right, like you're kind of a couple months sober and stuff, like did you have to start doing like any support groups, or like what did you kind of start implementing into your life to kind of maintain your recovery? Like what does a day in recovery look like for you now?
Well, when I got out, I didn't have a sponsor or anything. I'm still trying to look for one. I'm still trying to get in. Like I want to start hitting up the meetings too. I need to start doing something.
I'll take you.
No, for sure. No, I'll come 100%. I'm still trying to look around for that kind of stuff, but recovery for me is just right now is having fun without the alcohol, without the drugs, without the gambling. It's waking up every morning, knowing you can breathe, knowing you're alive. You're not all like hungover in the morning. You're not still all high.
Not
like,
wondering where you hid the bottle.
Yep.
Like,
not wondering any of that stuff. Like you're going out, you're making plans for the day with your friends. My girlfriend, hanging with her all the time, love her to death. But like now, like I have a very good group right now to be hanging out with. So we always do stuff. We go to the beach or whatnot, like stuff that I didn't think I could do without drugs and alcohol before. Yeah. It's just a different story now. Like I can do it without. Like when I was in recovery too, and the second time, I played pickleball for the first time. And this game, man, I was going hard at it for hours and hours and hours and hours. It was just so much fun. It was incredible. Like I didn't think I could have this much fun playing pickleball. Yeah. But pickleball, like I got home, my parents bought me some rackets and stuff, and it's just anything I can get. Yeah, it's just a rush. Yep. Like it's just a good rush. It's not like.
It's like you said before, man. You get to just experience all these things that you were missing out on, man, and you didn't even realize.
Yeah,
right?
No, for sure.
So, yeah, it's one of the joys, man. Like seeing, it's one of the things I like about like traveling and things like that, is just seeing all the things that, like I said, we almost missed out on. Right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing, dude. But yeah, as we lead towards wrapping up, is there anything else you kind of want to leave with them? One piece of advice you would want them to know, or?
Yeah, if you're anybody struggling out there, don't be afraid to get the help. Recovery it might sound awful. Trust me, when you're in there for the first few days, you're not wanting to do it at all. But if you can get the chance to go there, I'd say to go 100%. It literally, it changed who I was completely. It changed my view on like alcohol and drugs. And like if you know anybody who's struggling, just tell them they're not alone. And like a lot of people go through it a lot more than you think, right? Just keep your head up and do it for yourself, nobody else. Definitely.
I love it, man. And to add on to what he's saying, if anybody's out there struggling, just like he said, don't be afraid to reach out. There's no stupid questions. There's no shame in it, right?
No,
it doesn't make you weak if you're, struggling with an addiction.
No, it never does. It makes
you weak if you're letting that addiction beat you to the ground.
Yeah,
right?
It just makes you stronger as you go.
So, well, I just want to thank you for coming on, man, sharing your story with me and with the people. God willing, I hope that somebody can take something from this and, just feel less alone. And to go back to what you were saying about the meetings and stuff, like anytime you want to go, man, just reach out. I'd be more than happy to take you. And for anybody out there, if you guys have not already subscribed to the podcast and you wouldn't mind taking a second to just hit that button, it helps me more than you can imagine. And with that being said, we are out. Thanks again for coming on, Cal.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I think that went well, man.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.